Okay, I discovered an issue with this Motorola Razr 2023. I'll bring a rag down here. One issue I found is I found this last night. I used it all yesterday, no problem. I went to open the phone, and I could turn little noises back in here, and then the screen didn't work at all. No matter what I do, I touch it, I slide my finger across. I spent so much time doing it. I could do this with it, that was it, and then every once in a while it'd work. Well, I got it working now, as you can see. It totally works. I somebody said about the hard reset the hard restart. That didn't work. I tried that, and that just quite didn't work. So what I did, I contacted Motorola. They said $250 to repair it, and I thought, well, I already paid over $700 for the phone. I got it back in February. Had to do a replacement because of something with the camera. It's still that weird issue. It's got a weird curvature in it, but I really like the phone, so I was hoping that this wasn't going to be too bad. I did drop it right there by accident, I think it was like 3 months ago or something, but it didn't do anything to it, just put a ding right there. So what I came up with is this really interesting idea to solve this problem. Some wipes. So you just take one out. Sorry about all the noise with the packaging. Let me get these back out of the way. So the whole key factor with the phone is cleaning the phone. So what I did is I did this, just coming outside, cleaned it all up, made sure I wipe it as soon as I cleaned it, so it doesn't leave any residue, that way it gets all the stuff gone. So what it is, I did this, made sure it was all clean on the outside. It's a little dirty because I've been touching it, but got it all clean on the outside. Make sure you use a nice soft clean cloth for this too. And then what I noticed, and then what I did is I opened it up and I cleaned the inside. Oops, let me shut that off. I clean the inside here. Just make sure you get all the, because I noticed a little junk, kind of weird blocky look. It's like a little bumps like this, how this looks like it's little bumps on, but I had that with just it's on the kind of the screen here. It makes it feel weird. But here's what it is. So I clean this up here just like this. Oops. Having a problem with my rag here, but hold on a second. So clean up like this here. Okay, so kind of doing something weird there. And then what it is, I took the phone and I went like this. I folded it just like that, and I cleaned it again. Not real hard, just cleaned it right there. And I took it and went like this. I took that and made sure it was all cleaned on the sides here. So I took the same thing to the back. So I took the phone, took it like that, just part way open, and I went like this. Just took it over here, make sure you wipe it down real quick. Got it real good, make sure I get it down the side of there, and then I did just a little farther. And I took it and went over the phone to kind of try to get it in here just a little bit to try to clear up some of that stuff that can build up inside. And do that again. And of course, take it like this again, a little farther on both parts. So I get it in here again, like this. Go across, make sure you get it really good. Do this again. And then kind of one more time right here. Right when it's like this, just kind of because I think it gets rid of a lot of that junk that gets stuck in here and built up. Because this phone here, it's in my pocket, my front pocket, or in my hand, or sitting on a area somewhere. So I watch what gets around it. Like if it's dust and dirt, I'm working to make sure it's put in a different area. So that's all I did, and then I opened up the phone the rest of the way. I mean, you can try to go like this and take it in this part right in here, probably help a little bit. Just make sure you wipe it down. So, and then that's what I did, and then when I came back, I had a totally functioning screen. So works great. So you see I have total function of my screen now. And shame I didn't record when I first had this issue. I talked to Motorola, they didn't have an answer. Looked online, really not much answers, but I kind of figured it out. So hopefully this helps anybody. See how my apps still work. Get off of there a minute. That one. Everything still works, as you can see. I had no function of the screen at all. So it still closes. Everything still works. Still got my outside screen. And then go back to the inside. It still works. So that was the issue. I had it happen last night, and it kind of was bothering me. And my phone was a little dirty, but that's the trick, cleaning right here where the hinge is. I don't know if that's going to work for every folding device or every Razr phone has an issue, but I figure as long as there's no damage to these screens, especially this one, there's no damage to it, then that should solve it. I can't say for sure, but it did for me. So it's a little something different in this video. Hopefully that this helps out. Hopefully this will help anybody out. So that's like I said, it's just basic wipe, and it didn't take me all that long to do it. I spent probably a good hour on the phone with Motorola, not getting anywhere. There's another, and then so I just got off the phone with them. They kept hanging up on me, disconnecting, whatever. And I just got to the point, let me try something. That's what I tried, and it worked. The only other thing I was complaining about to them is once I had an update, this really bothered me, is once my phone was updated not too long ago, when I would do like YouTube here, right here would be the time and the battery, and they took it away. So every time I want to see the time and I'm watching a YouTube video, I have to do this, and that kind of defeats the purpose. Well, there was another thing. You get to it. The weather. If I want to check out the weather, see, there's no way to check it out. Well, they used to have a thing down here where I could get to the radar. So now I have to open the phone up to check out the weather. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Oops, not that. Kind of defeats the purpose of it. Okay, why does it give you on my alarm, man? Oh, hold on a second. I get it. No, this doesn't want to give me for some reason, I want to give me the weather. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but okay, I guess I'm not getting the weather off this part. For some reason that this doesn't. Oh, I didn't need the timer. For some reason, it doesn't want to give me the weather right there. Okay, well, see, that's what I'm talking about. They take these features out. Like they used to click that and used to give me the weather. They give me a clock or that, but for some reason the weather doesn't work. So I spoke with Motorola and they told me after spending a half hour on the phone with them, they told me I have to do something with all the apps, like reset all the apps, and then do a reset of the phone. So I got everything off the phone. I'm going to do that. That's not going to be in this video, but I'm going to do that, and then I'll see how that works, see if it puts the clock back. But yeah, that's the overall, that solved as you can tell, the internal screen problem. So it's just weird how Motorola does something really good, and then they take the stuff away, like the battery ring. The older phones, they had it on there, and then they removed it. Don't know why, and then people were complaining because I thought it was kind of ridiculous. They removed it. It's a really great feature to have, but yeah, hopefully that solves everything for anybody out there. Hopefully that helps out and solves the problem for everybody. Like I said, no guarantees. That's just what worked for me. So, because I don't like when people say, oh yeah, this is what's guaranteed to work, and it's happened to work on their device, but it doesn't mean it works on other devices. So I'm just sitting there saying just what worked for me might work for you. Hopefully helps. So nope, that's it for this one. And usually this is kind of off the deal, but usually there's laser engraving on this particular deal. But I decided let me put this episode in there, or this part, whatever you want to call it, this video, because this I felt like was kind of important. Hopefully people will see it, and hopefully this will help out with people that have these issues with the Razr. Because yeah, I'd really like the phone, and overall, yeah, there could be some better parts of it, like the camera would just be a little better, but that's whatever. But I just like the overall form factor being small. To me, it feels pretty thin compared to most phones. Yeah, I know they have a newer one now that's better. This is the 2023 Plus, or Plus 2023, whatever, however you want to call it. But yeah, overall, it's been a pretty decent device. It's been really enjoyable how you can use it. I'll just kind of put this out there real quick. Like I've done this with videos. Like if I had videos up there, any kind of videos or anything, you watch it this way, but then you can kind of turn it this way, so you can watch the videos this way. I've done this many times. And it's pretty cool. Just like the camera, with the camera and stuff, and do the camera. Then I'm going a little different. Everyone do video. You have it like that, or you can have it like this. And that's pretty cool. See, it's even interesting because, like, even talking on the phone, like, if I want to do a phone call, and when I make a phone call, I can do this with the phone. I can make a phone call like this, where it's bent like the old school phone. That's cool. There's a lot of features. Yeah, so there it is. So, yep, let me put it back. Yep, so hopefully, like I said, and I said a few times, so hopefully that helps people out, and then that's it, all for now. So,